Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming through. I just wanted to make a look today using the new Huda Beauty Rose Gold eyeshadow palette, and I have to say it was a thrill to use it. I have to say that I was almost scared that I wasn't gonna get it because there was just so much hype built around it that everyone was dying to get it. And it was so crazy that even the site had crashed. And but luckily enough, at the end of the day, which was around like 5 p.m., I forgot what day it came out, but around 5 p.m. I just got online and it was there and I was able to grab it and I was super excited. So I'm really glad that I got to get it and I got to use it. And because I'm going out tonight for the first time in a little bit of first time in a bit, I definitely wanted an excuse to use it, and now I actually had an excuse to use it. So with that being said, pigment, amazing. You don't normally with eyeshadow palettes I have to like use MAC Fix Plus, spray it on the brush, and then it can be able to pick it up. I tried that and it actually didn't help. It was better just to use a dry brush, and you'll see that in the video. But I love this. I love it. Like, I only used a couple of colors, but I'm so sure that there's so many other different combinations, color combinations I can use for my eyes. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be using this in the next couple of videos, and I hope that you'll be here to watch. So if you want to just see how I made this look, feel free to keep watching. And don't forget at the end of the video, during the video, whichever you'd like, please feel free to thumbs it up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. More coming soon, and I promise I won't be away as long as I was before. And I'll give another explanation in a different video as to why I've been away. But thanks again for all your support, and please don't forget to subscribe and thumbs it up and keep watching. Thanks. Bye. So here is me fresh faced, and I'm gonna start by grooming my eyebrows, taking the ABH brush number 12 and using my Dipbrow pomade in the color chocolate. So for the rest of this video, I will be using my Becca and Jaclyn Hill face palette mirror to kind of do my whole look. And I do apologize in advance because sometimes I get carried away and the mirror is kind of all up in the camera and you can't really see my face as well, but I'll make sure not to do that again for future videos. So now I'm going to be taking my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Amande, and I'm just going to be outlining my brows just to give it a little bit more of a highlight under the brow bone, and also kind of just to clean up the shape. My eyebrows are more so curved and not necessarily arched, so I kind of just do my best to work around that and just make sure that they look natural. So now I'm going to be taking my concealer again and putting it on my eyelids and just rubbing it in with my fingers, making sure that I'm preparing my eyes to add the eyeshadow. So here's where I make the mistake of using my MAC Fix Plus, going into the color Bossy as my crease color, and I realized I'm not getting like as much pigment as I thought I would. And so I said to myself, okay, so for the next color, use a dry brush. So I used a dry brush for the color Flamingo, and I got a much better color payoff. So I knew that I just had to use a dry brush for future reference when using this palette. So after I used the color Flamingo for my eyelids, I went in with a dry crease brush and used the color Black Truffle for my outer V. So then I went back into the color Bossy with a dry crease brush and went into my crease to blend all three colors out. So then I went back into my palette and chose the color Angelic to add to my inner eyelids and kind of just add some shine to my eyes because the rest of the colors were matte. And then for the rest of my face, I'll begin with primer using my Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. And I'm going to be applying that all over my face. And once I've done that, I'm going to be using my go-to foundation, which is my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the color Benares. I'll be spraying my Sigma F80 brush with Fix Plus prior to applying the foundation to my face. Then I'm going back into my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Amande, and I'm going to be concealing under my eyes and then, of course, on my nose. I was thinking about doing my forehead tonight, but I chose not to. Then I'm going in with a not so clean beauty blender, and it's already damp, but I am still spraying it with Fix Plus before I start blending out my concealer. Now I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the color Espresso, and I'm using it to contour my nose and my cheekbones. After blending out my contour with my beauty blender, I went in and took my Laura Mercier translucent powder and I set my concealer. And then I put some under my contour line just to make it pop a little more. So before I brush away my powder, I'm gonna take my Clinique liquid eyelining pen, and it's in the color black, not black is black or anything like that, just normal black. And I have to say, this is probably my absolute favorite eyeliner that I own because it's probably the only one that I've actually been able to get a decent line without having to redo everything all over again. So you guys might want to check it out. It's pretty easy to use so far. So then I'm going in with my HudaBeauty lashes in Sasha, and I'm using my dual eyelash glue to apply my lashes. So I did forget to apply mascara on the right eye, but I made sure I just did it correctly on the left eye and applied my lashes after putting on my mascara. So I'm going to go back into the palette and use the color Bossy. And I'm just going to take a brush and just add some color right under my bottom lashes. So then I'm going to be going in with my Sephora Kohl pencil in the color Intense Black, and I'm just going to be adding it to my waterline. Then I'm going to be using my Benefit Cosmetics They're Real mascara, and I'm going to be adding it to my bottom lashes. Then I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Sweethearts blush in Something About Berry, and I'm just going to be adding some blush to my cheeks. So for my highlight, I'm going to be using my Artist Couture Glow Powder in the color Conceited, and I'm just going to be adding that to my cheeks with my Morphe fan brush. Then I'm just going to go back in with my Artist Couture powder and use a small brush to add some highlight to my Cupid's bow. Then I'm going to be taking my MAC lip pencil in the color Chestnut, and I'm going to line my lips. Before I add my lip color, I'm going to kind of just set my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And then I'm going to go in and take my liquid lipstick from Huda Beauty and the color Muse, and I'm going to apply that to my lips. And this step wasn't necessary, but I still wanted to use it. So I went back into the palette and I used the color Rose Gold and added it to my tear ducts. And so I'm going to be adding my wreath earrings from J. Crew to kind of complete my look. And that's pretty much it. That is my look using the new Huda Beauty Rose Gold eyeshadow palette. Hopefully you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you again so much for watching. Bye!